And I came back and I said, I love myself.
Oh, that's amazing.
I have a photo of me of 6 years old, and I've been talking to my 6-year-old saying, you know, we've had a lot of problems and we've had a lot of heartache, but we will find the answer to this. So I told her, you know, we found it. We love ourselves.
Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Real Talk with Ronya. My name is Ronya, and I have been staying at the Pa Pae Meditation Retreat Center in the north of Thailand between Pai and Chiang Mai for over a month now. This is my third year here. It keeps drawing me in. I love this place so much. And one of the amazing things is that I keep meeting amazing, beautiful people from all walks of life. One of these beautiful souls was this lady.
My name's Ronnie, and I'm from Perth, Western Australia.
Ronnie came across a YouTube video by Lumpy Nick, whom quite a few of you, I'm sure, will know. And
everything he said sort of resonated with me. I lost my husband 4 years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And when you're a pair for 52 years, it's hard being a single. People do treat you differently. And I started to want to do different things and find who I am. Anyway, I've been watching these videos, and then I saw the one where it showed the retreat about 2 weeks ago. And I looked at it and I thought, that's what I need.
Oh, wow.
And the next day I booked it. That was it. I just made the decision just like that.
Can you share the story again of how people reacted, like in your environment when you were
yes,
like, I'm going?
Yes. I played bridge, and quite a few people at the bridge club said, oh, wow, that sounds amazing, you know. A couple of my friends said, oh, great. But a few of them said, why would you do that? You know, what are you going to get up there that you don't get here? And, you know, after having a look at it, do you realise what it's like, you know, and you've got all these medical problems and, you know, what if you have to fly back? What if you get COVID? What if? And I'm thinking, it doesn't matter. Whatever will be, you know? I mean, I'm 80 next year, and I can't worry about what's going to happen to me now. I just need to live my life from this moment onwards, you know? And if I want to do something, I will do it, and that's loving myself. If I want to do something, I'll do it. You know, if somebody else doesn't like it, well, I'm sorry, but it's my life. So, I'm glad I didn't listen to them, you know, because it's very easy to think, yeah, I know what they're saying, it's probably right. But then you start doubting yourself, and that's something you can't do. You can't doubt yourself.
Because it's their story.
That's right.
And it's like their limiting perceptions, but it's not yours. Like you don't have to make it yours.
That's right.
Yeah. Considering ageism, you know, because it's like such a thing in today's society about like, oh, you know, I need to reach this goal by the time I'm so and so old. A lot of people sadly believe that by the time they're 30, they are old. And I'm kind of like, whoa, if you think you're old at 30, how are you going to feel at like, you know, like 60, 70, 80 or whatever? And I feel like it's so sad because there's so much life out there waiting to be lived. And it doesn't matter how old you are. I mean, where's the difference? Like you're all just humans going to life and experiencing stuff.
Age has never bothered me. People say, oh, you're coming 80, how do you feel? It doesn't matter. It's just an age. I mean, I bungee jumped in my 50s. I skydived in my 60s.
Oh, wow.
You know, and I came to a retreat in my 70s. Age is just a number. It's how you feel. If you put the age on it, you will be older than you are. You know, you'll get older because you think, oh my God, I'm nearly 60. Oh gosh, you know, and you're bringing your life to an end. Whereas, you know, I don't see any end. I don't see 80 as being anything different to 70 or 60. I mean, even when I was 20 and 30, it never bothered me. I suppose I'm lucky, really. you know, but that was the way I felt. It's just a number. You're as old or as young as you feel. You
That's
know.
so true. Buckle up. We're about to go deep.
One of my big things is loving myself. I never really knew what that meant. I always thought it was a feeling, like when you love your husband or you love your children. Loving myself, I didn't get that feeling, and I kept thinking, what's wrong? You know, all I could think about was all my bad things, and oh God, you're awful, and look at what you did here, and oh, you shouldn't have said that there. So that was one of the things, and peace of mind, clarity onto how to deal with different situations without conflict. So that was really why it came up. And I have to say, it's been amazing. It's organised my whole way of thinking. Loving myself is not complicated. I thought it was, but it isn't. I thought of loving myself as being, you know, oh, you can't do that. That's being proud and but it's nothing to do with that. It's taking care of yourself, taking care of your community, taking care of your family and friends, being kind, being generous, all the things that I am.
Yes.
And I suddenly realised, I came back after we were up at Moon Court, and I came back and I said, I love myself.
Oh, that's amazing.
I have a photo of me of 6 years old, and I've been talking to my 6-year-old saying, you know, we've had a lot of problems and we've had a lot of heartache, but we will find the answer to this. So I told her, you know, we found it. We love ourselves. And that was a really moving moment for me.
Hearing her share this really moved me because I have been on a self-love journey for quite a while now. I struggle with giving myself the same grace and love and kindness and compassion and patience that I have for everybody else. I always feel like I'm not worthy of it or not deserving of it. There's quite a lot of like past trauma, I guess, that comes up that stems back to getting bullied in high school, which is a whole other topic. We did actually speak a little bit more about that, so I will link the video about the two wolves that are constantly fighting for the upper hand within us, the good wolf and the bad wolf. Anyway, but I did ask her how it was before she got to this point of loving herself, and see for yourself. It was beautiful.
Well, before I was always very introverted. I don't like crowds because I think, you know, they maybe don't like me. You know, I'm okay in one or two, but I don't like a lot of people because, you know, there may be criticism of me if I say the wrong thing or if I do the wrong thing, or, you know, I was always wary of that sort of thing. And I sort of feel that after my aha moment, I suddenly thought, well, doing this, I don't think I would have done this a week ago.
Oh, wow.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sitting here chatting comfortably, and I'm amazing myself, you know, because I sort of think, well, wow, you know, somebody actually asked you to do something for them, you know, something special, which in some ways makes you special.
Because you are.
So, you know, what are you thinking? Why do you think these thoughts about yourself, all the negative thoughts all the time? Oh no, I don't want to go there. You know, come to the party. No, I don't want to go. I'm not feeling too good. I'm feeling fine. I just don't want to go. You know, and yeah, it's sort of like a downer on yourself all the time. You're always thinking, and dressing. I've got to look good, so buy the right jeans and get the right top and make sure the hair's done and the makeup and everything, And I've realised, well, since reading before coming here about what to bring and what not to bring, that it's all surface stuff. If people are only talking to you or liking you because of what you're wearing or, how much money you've got in the bank or whatever, then they're not worth it, And when I read through the list, I said to myself, you know what? I'm not even going to take any makeup. I'm not going to take a hairdryer. I'm just going to wash my hair and let it be whatever it's going to be, and I'm not going to wear makeup, and I'm not going to sit there and think, oh, I wonder if they're looking at my lips because they're very thin, which is a constant with me. And now I think, doesn't matter, I don't care. I'm just me, And it took me a long time to find me, but I have found me. I've let go of a lot of things, and that's, I think, a huge thing.
That is huge.
Especially for me.
Yeah.
And that's my story.
Yeah. I love that, because I feel like because the greatest gift we can give ourselves is to love and appreciate us and to take us just the way we are, because we have us for life, so we might as well enjoy the person that we are, or have a good relationship with ourselves. And it sounds like you're there.
I'm just there, so you're lucky. You can start yours now. Just think of the wonderful life you can have. And when you're my age and you're sitting here talking to somebody and you'll say, I remember this lady I spoke to.
See, I don't know why this is making me emotional now.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, you have so much potential, and you're pretty. Don't care what you say or what anybody else. You're very pretty. Forget the bullies. What are they doing now? What are they doing? They could be in bad relationships. They could be, in abusive relationships. They could be poor. They could be flamboyant but false. All that sort of thing. But, you're none of those things. And you've got so much to look forward to.
Aww.
You should be proud of yourself. Do it.
I think I needed to hear this. Yeah.
Do it.
I think also just coming from like an older woman, I really look up to you. And maybe it's because you kind of remind me of my grandma. And I haven't had a grandma in 10 years.
Oh.
So even yesterday we went for the alms round, we went into the village, and one of the older Thai ladies, she I don't know, I was kind of kneeling, and then she kind of just gave a blessing. She just kept doing something here and touching me on the cheek. And I didn't understand any of it because it was in Thai, but you could just feel where it was coming from and how warm and loving it was. And it was just her blessing me. And then actually I got 2 blessings yesterday, because then we went to a different house, and that's where I got this that they put around. It's also a Thai cultural thing. And again, I'm a very highly sensitive, emotional being. And I just felt so moved and so touched that I started crying there. Mm. And maybe it's also just this, just having you say this to me, I don't know, I can't really put it into words, but it's just really moved me, and I really, really appreciate it.
I think we're very similar.
Yeah.
I'm very emotional. It doesn't take much to make me, put the tears down the face, but genuine, not superficial tears, genuine tears. And yes, I've cried a lot in the last 4 years, but I'm learning to be just me, which I don't like, but I shouldn't say that now, should I? I'll still always be just me, but he's always beside me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah, I'm in a good place.
What's his name?
Jeff.
Jeff. Yeah. He's here.
And
for sure.
he was a very, very special man. Very special. Yeah. We went everywhere together. We did everything together, you know. And yeah, he was just always there. He had the best hugs. I brought a picture up with me of him. He's behind me, which he often was, you know, just giving me a hug. So I often just say, hug time, hug time. Yeah, I love his hugs.
Well, I'm not him, but can I give you a hug?
Absolutely.
Oh, thank you so much. Like, wow, thank you.
We don't want this to be a waste of time, do we?
No.
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 So you know what you have to do, don't you? Yes.
Wow.
And I expect a little WhatsApp thing to say, Ronnie, check this out. Okay.
It's like, here we are on YouTube.
Yes.
And here we are on YouTube, indeed. Next up, I asked her what her experience at Pa Pae was like.
The lectures are extremely good, and the people here are so lovely, you know, and the monks are really, really good. You have to push yourself, you know, but I think that's the beauty of it, because you can then sit back and go, wow, I did it.
I did that.
I did
yes.
that, you know. Like today when we finished, you know, when we had to go on the walk, and I'm thinking, oh God, I've got to walk up that hill. No, and so it's okay. And it was like I was floating up the hill. And it was like, whoa, love it. And my 90% back pain, 1%.
Wow.
1%.
Oh, that is so amazing.
Yeah. So I'm wrapped. Yeah. I'm glad I came. I think it was the best decision that I ever made. And excuse me. I know my husband would be really proud of me.
He would be.
He would be.
He is, actually.
He is, yes.
He is so proud of you.
He's everywhere, and,
yeah.
and he's going, way to go, Ronnie.
Way to go, Ronnie. Oh, I love that.
Actually, a big, way to go, Malt. Way to go, Malt.
I was really curious to hear what her main takeaways of coming to Pa Pae were, and so I asked her.
You can't control how other people think. You can't control how other people feel. You can only control how you feel and think. And if you take it on board, you're going to get a lot of anxiety and stress and backaches and things like that. Whereas if you just say, look, just let it go. If it resolves itself in its own time, that's fine. Don't be unhappy about it. Don't be happy about it. Just let it go, and when the time is right, it will fix itself.
Yes.
So I came for peace of mind, and I'm leaving with peace of mind. And that makes me feel really, really good.
That makes me really happy to hear.
Thank you.
The day we sat down to record this interview was actually Ronnie's last day at Pa Pae. She flew out early the next morning, and so I was really curious to hear how she planned to implement what she had learned here once she went back to her life in Australia.
Obviously meditation is going to be the big thing. I've already journaled, you know, I mean I was doing 15 minutes. I've journaled that I will do a minimum of 15 minutes in the morning and in the evening for at least 45 days, and then it will increase to 30 minutes, you know, for the time after that, and then who knows where, you know. And there are a few things that I need to work on, you know. I'm quite impatient sometimes, you know, and this is something that I'm going to have to work hard on, because I tend to sort of, oh yeah, this will be good, let's do this. And then a week or two and it's like all fallen apart. But I've been studying this since March, so I don't think it's going to fall apart, because I've seen the results anyway.
Yeah.
And as I say, I have a few things that I need to work on for myself, as in my flaws, you know, my weaknesses, my strengths, my flaws. And I've decided I'm going to work on one thing a day. And if you don't manage it on that day, we'll take that one over to the next day. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
I've never heard that before.
You know? Oh.
Maybe that's an Australian thing. Do you have elephants in Australia?
No.
No, we have them in Africa. That is
Yeah.
so random. I don't know that quite.
Yeah.
Lastly, I just really wanted to know whether she had a message to the world, like a wisdom you would want to share or something.
Oh, wow. Do what you want to do when you want to do it. Don't ever give up. You know, just do it. There's no such thing as age. You know, and you know, we're all held back by circumstances of where we live. You know, some people are in poverty. You know, others are extremely rich and things like that. So, what some people can do, others can't. But it all has its own balance. You know, that these people at this end of the scale can still do stuff, you know, in a different way to the people that this end can do it. So, and then there's all the bits in the middle. And get out there and tell other people, say, hey, come and join me. Come on, let's get going.
Let's live a little.
Let's form a group and live a little, yeah. And don't ever give up.
I love that. That's amazing. I think I'll end this on that note because, yeah. Don't you ever give up.
No, don't you give up.
Yeah.
Start now.
Thank you so much. I feel so grateful that I got to meet her, that I got to have this talk with her. What an amazing, inspiring lady. If you take anything away from this, I hope it is that it's never too late to do what you want to do. Just go out there and live a little. Follow your heart. Don't listen to other people. Their stories, their limiting perceptions don't have to be yours. Live your life. Do what you want to do. And remember to be kind and loving to yourself. And if you can afford to make it here or afford to carve out some time in your daily life, do consider giving meditation a shot, because it's definitely done so much for me and it keeps doing a lot for me. Like, I can tell if I have or haven't meditated in a day. Like, it makes such a tremendous difference for me and for my mental health. I feel like it's one of the greatest gifts that I've given to myself. Same as like journaling. Meditation is so important. It's so healing and helpful for me. So yeah, if you want, give it a try. Come to Pa Pae if you can. This place is amazing. Or any other place where you can just be and meditate and reflect. I don't want to stretch this out too long. If you have made it this far, thank you. Have a beautiful day and see you soon.